My Hebrew brothers and sisters, the 12 tribes of Israel scattered all over the earth. Just let me take this moment to say welcome back. This is your Moray, Dr. Yeshua. And I want to take this moment, my brothers and my sisters, to thank you. Thank you so much for your subscriptions, for your likes, for your comments, and thank you so much for your prayers. And I will not fail to say thank you for everything you do, all the efforts that you put out to share this good news. We are sharing the good news of the kingdom. We are trying to reach out to all of our Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters that are scattered throughout the earth, as far as this YouTube will reach. As far as people will share it to those who need a relationship with Yahweh and to his son Yahushua. My brothers and sisters, Yahweh wants us to share his word, to encourage and to warn his people. Those who have not been awakened, to taste and see that he is gracious, my brothers and my sisters. And so those of you who are learning from these sessions, we are asking you to invite your friends and family members to participate. Share it with them, encourage them. Don't put them down. Because one time, you were in the same position that they are in now. Okay? We're not always been righteous, okay? Some of us were out there for a long time. Some of us are still, what do you call it, straddling the fence. We want to be something for Yahweh, and we want to be something for ourselves and for others, But my brothers and sisters, let us be patient, and at the same time, let us realize that we have a responsibility in sharing and encouraging others, those of our Hebrew Israelite people. And once we get it, once we get the message, brothers and sisters, you can take it to the Gentiles too. Share it with them, because Yahweh want them to be saved too. Okay? But first and foremost, who you owe it to right now, you owe it to your people. So, all the scattered Hebrew Israelite people, take it to them. There are many in churches. They're not far from Yahweh. They are, let me say this, they are so close, yet they're far. They're hearing the word, but in many churches, the word is not being taught the way it should. And so the word needs to be plain to vanish the confusion and the heresies, and to bring people close into a relationship with Yahweh through his son Yahushua. All right, so we're in Psalm 38, and the last session we were in verse 12, and we're still in verse 12. And so we want to look at verse 12 again, and the few verses, a few words that we need to deal with there. Okay, so we're going to look at the word. The last session we talked about those, seek is hurt, and those who speak mischievous things. So look at mischievous there. We started it, but we didn't continue. Mischievous things. The The word mischievous thing here, mischievous. Look at the word mischievous. Is the word hava. Hava. It's a desire. It is chasm or chasm, destruction. The Hebrew word for that, hava here, there's a Hebrew word, but the consonants is he, wow, or vav, vav. Sometimes the same vav is wow. So he, vav, and he, and you know, and it pronounced hava. If you look in it, in the picture graph, it'd be hawa. Okay. So what is basically talking about here is talking about a desire, chasm or chasm, and destruction. You know, destruction. And when you look at the word, my brothers and my sisters, when you look at the word here, we are saying that calamity. We're talking about iniquity, mischief, something mischievous thing, naughtiness, something naughty, perverse thing. And from hava, another Hebrew word, hava, this time is a little different from the word, because the word come from this hava here, in the sense of eagerly coveting, or sometimes rushing upon someone. Okay, so we can do it physically, you know. We can do it with our mouth, you know. By implication, we're talking about the falling, our desire. Also, we talk about ruin. That some people, you know, they're out to ruin people. Like Hasatan, that's his job, to use people to ruin people, to cause calamity, you know. Iniquity. Iniquity is all manner of sinful practices, my brothers and my sisters. Mischief. People who like to make mischief. That there's people go out of the way, you know, to be mischievous. You know. People go out of the way to make themselves like naughty. Naughtiness. You know. A naughty person, the way they talk, the way they act, the way they behave, you know. Noisome person. In Psalm, you talk about a noisome pestilence. Perverse person. Perverse things, there's substance, and in other words, my brothers and sisters, the word come down to be very wicked. Very wicked. Very wickedness. My brothers and my sisters, today, in our time, as I speak to you right now, we have people in the court, politicians, in the U.S., in the United States of America. We have people who are wicked, and they're in the court. Some of them are on trial. All through this, in every city, my brothers and my sisters, in every state, in every county, you have local court, city court, You have state court. You have them wicked people. Okay? And they do wicked things, and they still want to get away. You know, by doing wickedness to people. Okay. And sometimes, no matter how they're caught in the act. Sometimes they're being taped saying wicked things, and they say, no, not me. And the people who back them will say, no, somebody just make it up. But my brothers, my sisters, based on what the scripture is saying here, there's some people out there who causing calamity. You know, mischievous people. And my brothers and sisters, they're perverse in their lifestyle. How in the world people who call themselves believers, they say they're Christians. All right? How can Christians join up and believe and act, behave and protect those kind of people? How? My brother and sister, Yahweh, he sits in his throne and he looks down and he sees all of these wicked things. This is what I said. If Yahweh is in your heart, truly in your heart, you cannot be involved in those things. No, no. Cannot be involved in those things and say you belong to Yahweh. No. If I'm involved in those things and I say I belong to Yahweh, I'll be lying. And the truth is not in me. My brothers and my sisters, we have to be careful. We have to be careful of the people that we keep company with. We're different. He said we've been bought with a price. Therefore, we have to behave ourselves as though we belong to Yahweh. That's who we belong to. He did not redeem us, my brothers and my sisters, to go and get mixed up again into filth, into wickedness, into perverseness, into mischievousness, in things that calamity us. No. No, brothers and sisters. We are far away from that. We shouldn't be involved in that. And if we are, we need to change. Because Yahweh is not pleased with anything of that sort. No. No. Nothing naughty. No. Nothing perverse, my brothers and my sisters. Nothing that this is of ruin, calamity, iniquity, mischief. Nothing mischievous. No. Nothing perverse. You should stay away from that, my brothers and sisters. Anything that is wicked, we should stay away from it. And he said, in verse 12, he continues, said, they also that seek after my life lay a snare for me. And they that seek my hurt speak mischievous things and imagine deceits all the day long. So it's not just for a moment. They're doing it over and over and over and over. Something is like a practice, a daily practice. The word to imagine something here is the word that comes from the Hebrew Hagar. But it is Hagar, it's spelled Hagar, but the phonetic spelling is Daga. Daga. It means to moan. It's to growl. It's to utter, to speak. It's to muse. Imagine. Is what it is. It is. It is spelled Hey, Gimel, and Hey. Hey, Gimel, and Hey. Imagine. And this word here, another person imagine something. Let's not imagine something. It's like I'm meditating on something. It's like them moaning, them muttering, roaring, soar, speak. They study it. You know? To meditate is like chewing the cud, like an animal. When they eat their stomach filled with the rough part of the hay, they go and they sit down and they regurgitate it, and then they bring it up and they refine it and digest it. And have the same idea here with people who imagine things. They sit down and they plan it, they write it, and they rewrite it, and they're going to make it sure. Yes, they're going to make it so, you know, this is how it is. This is how it is. Yes, my brothers and my sisters. I'm saying to you that Yahuwah is telling us in his word to stay away from anything of that sort. Anything that, you know, will cause us grief. Imagine deceits. A deceitful person, you know, that's all you want to do. You want to sit down and you want to plan these things out. You want to plan it in a way that if it didn't work this moment, the next time round it's going to work. Can you imagine sitting down and making a plan how you're going to hurt someone? Excuse me. You make all the plan. You're not accidentally hurting somebody. It's so that you sit down and you plan it. You imagine it. Let me see now. If I try point A and point A did not work, hey, I have B plan. And I'm going to try B plan. If B plan did not work, I'm going to try C plan. And if C plan did not work, I'm going to try D plan. And if D plan did not work, I have an E plan. Oh yes. I'm not only going to have an E plan, I'm going to have an F plan, I'm going to have a G. They're not going to stop until they find something that works. He said, listen what he said here. They also that seek after my life, they lay a snare. We talk about what a snare is. They lay a snare for him. And they that seek my hurt. We talk about what hurt is, my brothers and my sisters. You know, to be mischievous. In you know, doing evil, hurting somebody. They speak mischievous things. And not only that they're speaking mischievous in my brothers and my sisters, but they imagine deceit. Deceitful people. And how long they do it? Just for a moment? No. He said they're doing it all day long. They have a lot of time, my brothers and my sisters. They have a lot of time to sit down and to make all of these plans to hurt someone. What kind of friend is that? You go back. He said, my lovers and my friends, and not only my lovers and my friends, but also my kinsmen, kinfolk, doing all of those kind of wicked things, planning evil, imagine deceit, deceitful person, and they're doing it all day long. My brothers and my sisters, I'm going to ask you to be a blessing to someone today and walk with the King. Shalom.